I run these 4 ad campaigns every single month like clockwork. I know what's going to come out the other side of them. I know exactly what to expect, and they're absolutely tremendous for my personal business. Going into this video, before I share with you the 4 different ad campaigns that I run every single month, I just want to make crystal clear, we've got 36 different ad frameworks, and we cherry pick the perfect ad frameworks for each individual coach that we work with. Even, you know, when you take into account Jason Cairns and Nikhil both just renewing for their 5th year with us, and the likes of Phoebe, who's coming up for that as well, and many others that we work with in that sort of like long-term capacity. The thing that most people would be confused about is the fact that they're still running the same ad strategies that they were on their very first game plan with me years ago. And I just want to make crystal clear that once you get ad strategies that work well for you, the goal is to optimize and scale, not find other ad strategies. And the second thing is just because these 4 work incredibly well for myself with incredible ROIs, that doesn't mean that they're the perfect fit for you. So please take these 4 as inspiration. If you happen to, you know, have a ginger beard and you're from Scotland and you teach people Facebook ads with fully personalized marketing plans and, you know, anything else, your wife's called Adriana, then perhaps these 4 are the perfect fit for you. But if that's not the case, hey, 1 might be perfect for you, 2 might be perfect for you. You would be so shocked at how individualized we have to make everything for each individual. That's why we have the results that we have, okay? But going through the 4 that I run every single month, like clockwork, so I'm in my screen now. First one is our 4-hour workshop. You may or may not have attended one of these before, but we do these every single month, give or take, unless, you know, I'm traveling or something. We do a 4-hour workshop every single month. It's a 4-hour ads to clients workshop. We teach people how to launch Facebook ads literally live with them, with templates, etc. They're literally taking action as we go. And most people would be shocked to know, with the amount of people that we get there, that we actually run these only for 7 days. We do that for 2 reasons. Number 1, if anybody is outside of 7 days, then they are unlikely to attend. So if they sign up to something that they haven't paid for, this is a completely free workshop. So if they sign up to something like 9 days out or 10 days out or 11 days out, I might have more people on the list, but they're not necessarily going to turn up to the event. And if they don't turn up to the event, then there's definitely not going to be any ROI there, okay? So that's the first thing with 7 days. The second thing with 7 days, and this is a game changer. Every time I say this to people, they're like, oh my goodness, that's a complete game changer here. This is so evergreen for me. I can turn this on and off like a tap with 0 changes because it's only 7 days. The reason why? Because I don't have dates on the ads. I just say next Thursday at 1 p.m. UK or 8 a.m. Eastern time, and I know that unless I'm changing the day to a Tuesday, for instance, I can turn that on and off like a tap. So if you're going to do a live masterclass of sorts or a live workshop, do this 7-day strategy right here. And when you start to really scale it, like I have, I spend multiple thousands per day on ads when I'm running this, but I condense it into 7 days, okay? So instead of spending $1,000 a day for 15 days and having a really low show rate, instead I would rather spend multiple thousands per day and condense the amount of people that sign up to it over that 7-day period. It's great for show rates. I also, just for clarity here, I'll just note I do a warm campaign, a cold campaign, and I do this UK specific, and then I do a couple of additional cold campaigns like this. This one here is US, and this one is other locations. So these are like some specific other locations, like Australia and other places where we happen to have a lot of clients, and we run these. You might be asking, why do you not just bundle these together? Will that not get the lowest cost per lead? To be honest, it may even reduce cost per lead, but minimally. Like it might come down 2% or 5% overall to bundle all these together. But here's the thing, if I happen to know that the UK ads typically get like a 12x return, and then the US ads typically get a 7x return, and then the other locations typically gets, let's say, a 3x return, there's reason to run in all of these locations. But if I do not split them out and I cannot control the ad budget, then, you know, all of the ad spend may go towards US leads and the other locations, and the ROI of the entire 4-hour workshop would go down because I wouldn't have the UK audience in abundance that has the much higher ROI. So that's why I split it out, so that I can monitor ROI per country. But that is a really big thing that I do 7 days of the month, okay? This one right here is an absolute game changer. If you do live workshops of any kind, if you do 5-day challenges of any kind, paid challenges even, if you actually just have a lead magnet that you run, this is a complete game changer. So what I do is I create an audience solely of people who have opted into the workshop in the last 14 days. The minute that the workshop ends, and I mean the minute that the workshop ends, before I go downstairs, and I've been presenting for 4 hours, I still take a few seconds to go in and turn on these ads. It is a complete game changer. I put out testimonial-heavy ads, so basically all of the ad creative is testimonials, and it leads to the private coaching application page. Since I brought this in, it's done two very significant things. The amount of inverted commas calls that were booked from workshop attendees who are still going through the email automations and things like that drastically goes up per workshop. And the second thing is more people who book the calls from the workshop, number one, show up, and number two, buy, because you know that these people are getting hammered with testimonials. So if they're on the workshop and they just booked a call but it's not happening for 3 days, in that 3-day period they're going to see so many testimonial videos, even if they don't click through to the main page where there's even more. Okay, so this costs me, I'm talking about in US dollars, like $20 a day, $25 maybe per day, something like that. And the ROIs that I could bring back to this campaign running is just incredible. So I still look at this sort of like combined ad spend with the 4-hour workshop, because it's the purpose of it is that, but it is a complete game changer. So if you do anything like that, any type of opt-in strategy that's free, this is a great thing to do. Create an audience of anybody who submitted the form in the last 14 days and hammer them with ads that are testimonial heavy, and you'll get way more calls, applications, and way more people showing up to calls and buying on those calls. Number 3 here is entry offer lead magnet. So I basically run this on all other days of the month. And so we do this as our free Facebook ad course, but an entry offer lead magnet is not just a standard lead magnet. We've got 5 lead magnet systems inside the program. The entry offer lead magnet works incredibly well for booking calls, call volume. If you have a sales team, or if you're just somebody who's like, man, I'm pulling out my hair, I'm working so hard just trying to get some calls, some opportunities to sell, entry offer lead magnet is the thing. This is where you don't have a lead magnet where they put in their name, email address, and phone number, and then on the other side they get access to the training or the template or PDF or whatever it is, and then you try and convince them, over the emails to book a call. That can work. It does work. But if you want volume of calls, then what you want to do is you want to give the people the opportunity to book a call on the thank you page. So they opt in, and then you send them to a page that basically says, in the next 10 minutes, the training or the template or the course or the download will be in your emails in the next 10 minutes. In the meantime, if you're looking to really accelerate your route to having Facebook ads set up in your business, then book a call down below. Now, here's the interesting thing. For me personally, I just showed this at an event with our systems of scalers. So like our top tier group, and I literally just shared all the data on the back end of my ads, on my funnels. I literally just showcased everything to them. And they were so shocked that with my entry offer lead magnet, in which we get people to answer 8 questions before they can even get to the calendar, 23% of people who opt in book a call on the thank you page. And so if you want volume of calls, if you have a sales team, this is an absolute killer strategy to get qualified calls coming into your diary to give you volume of opportunity to sell outside of your live workshops or anything else. Okay. And then going into number 4 here is warm audience remarketing. So this is basically a carbon copy of number 2 here, but this is not just, people who opted into the workshop in the last 14 days. This is my 7-day stack. People who have engaged with my Instagram page, Facebook page, or my website in the last 7 days. The 30-day stack, which is the 30-day variation of that. People who have watched any of my videos at least 25% of the way through in the last 365 days. People who have visited my website in the last 180 days, and people who have engaged with my socials in any which way in the last 365 days. Those 5 audiences. I put that out, but I don't have it running all days of the month. I have it running when the 4-hour workshop ads are not running, and when the book a call remarketing ads are not running for those few days, and post workshop as well. Outside of that, the warm audience remarketing runs at the same time as the entry offer lead magnet. And so those are the 4 campaigns. You'll probably see me running some other campaigns as well. I do that for guinea pigging. I always allocate somewhere in the region of about $5K a month to literally just guinea pigging, finding new things that are working. Facebook ads are changing all the time. And then literally just sharing the winners with our clients on the other side. Sometimes I learn something myself in terms of, hey, maybe this could be something I could really lean into moving forward. But sometimes it's just testing on behalf of our clients so we can share certain strategies with certain types of coaches. If this has been valuable to you, as always, hit subscribe, hit like, and do all the YouTube malark. Drop a comment if you're a really great human being. And as always, if you would like to work with me and work with me closely, then I'll drop a link down below into the description where you can go through, see exactly what it looks like to work with us and apply there. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video.